Hi, Gabby here from Ray Studios, and today I'm going to be reviewing the by-wm3u, the world's smallest lavalier microphone. Let's get it out of the box right after this intro. Nice little neat box, and inside we have another smaller box with stickers, guarantee card, a welcoming card and instruction manuals. Then we have another smaller box with a charging cable, which is Type-C, and there is a wind filter, so you can use this microphone outdoors without any problem. And what's really important, here it is, the charging case with receiver and transmitter inside and all the necessary adapters. This is so neat. So this very small thing that is almost the size of my wallet, that's a charging case. Look at that. It has a pairing button. This compares out of the box anyway. But yeah, if you need to pair them for whatever reason, it's at the push of a button. And then we have the transmitter and receiver both that just charge directly into this case. Maybe the only disadvantage is that you cannot charge it individually. You will have to have the case with you basically to charge it. But yeah, considering how small and practical this is, I don't see why would that be a problem. And then we have 3 adapters, and there is an optional adapter right here, which is the Type-C adapter. So there are 4 adapters. Depending which one you buy, you can buy the ones that work with the Type-C adapter for Android phones, or like I have it right here, with the Lightning adapter for iPhone. So basically this connects to everything. But I mean it, everything. How is the audio? Well, almost everything. By the way, if you are enjoying this video, a sub to the channel will be delicious. Now I have switched to the by-wm3u, so you can listen to the audio. You can see it right here on my collar neck, and before I was using the Rode Wireless Go with the Lavalier Go, and that setup is twice the price and more than twice the size, and that's without the cool charging case. Now, the story about this microphone is that it's convenient and small. How small, you may be wondering? Well, here is next to a normal wireless transmitter and a wireless receiver and a lavalier cable. So this is what you get when you buy the by-wm3, and you can see the size difference is huge. But to be fair, let's compare it to something called kind of like a mini lavalier system or wireless system. Here is next to the Blink 500, next to the Blink 500 Pro, and next to the Wireless Go from Rode. And you can see that compared to anything, it's very small. And even if you don't know or you're not familiar with these microphones, here is compared to something completely different. It's compared to a strawberry, compared to a lighter, and compared to a coin. You can see how small that is, right? It's super tiny. It's something that you can literally throw in your pocket, even with the charging case. It literally fits on my pocket, you can carry with you. And because you have the charging case, you can use it for a couple of hours. Obviously the battery in this is not going to be as good as on the bigger wireless systems, but because of the charging case, you can always shoot a couple of hours, put it in there, then keep shooting for another 2-3 hours, and then you can keep charging it. And then when you charge them, you don't need to charge them each individually. You can just plug the case and charge both at the same time. So very convenient. And now it's time to go test it outdoors. Oh! So I'm outdoors and it's incredibly windy. That's what I have, the windshield cover on, and we're gonna do a quick range test outdoors. Outdoors is basically the worst case scenario for a wireless microphone, is where there is gonna be more interference. So as of right now, I'm like about 2 meters from the camera. I'm using a 35mm standard wide angle lens on my full frame camera, the Canon EOS R6, so you get a reference of how far I am from the camera. So I'm gonna go at about 5 meters, and my cameraman is telling me that we still got audio. Now, I don't expect much range out of this tiny little microphone, but what I think is as soon as I go around, I cut the line of sight. I don't know if you can hear me now, and I come back. So yeah, the cameraman is saying still good. So I'm going to around 10 meters. How is the audio there? Oh, still good. That's excellent. So for such a tiny microphone, this, I'm very pleased. But let's keep going. Let's see how far can we go. So at about 15 meters, and my cameraman said the audio is still good, which is very impressive. Most wireless microphone will do a lot longer than this, but look at how small and tiny that is. So I'm gonna go around. So I'm gonna go out of line of sight. So probably you can't hear me anymore. So, well, still going. Let's keep going. We are at around maybe 20 meters right now. By the way, how about the wind noise? Because it's incredibly windy right now. So I'm gonna go around. So there is no line of sight now. I keep talking, but yeah. Oh wow, my cameraman is saying he keeps his thumbs up. So I turn around and then I keep talking. I don't know if now you can hear me anymore or no. Yeah. So he's with the thumbs down. So that means at line of sight, you have pretty good distance, but as soon as you got line of sight, oh, I'm too much of a distraction here on the road. Let's keep going back, and yeah, okay. We still having audio here. Okay, that's good. Still good? Can you hear me? Okay, that's excellent. Keep going back. We're like somewhere around 50 meters now. He can still hear me. We are outdoors. This is a worst possible case scenario, and I assume that when I turn around, obviously it's gonna cut. Yeah, of course it cuts. But in line of sight, the range I would say is just really, really good for such a small, tiny device. I don't know how they managed to do that, and I hope the windshield is doing a good job of blocking the wind because today is very windy. But anyway, it's so cold. Let's go indoors. So I've been editing the video, and so far I have a few remarks. So first, audio quality is decent, it's okay. I mean, I'm using it right now. By the way, I'm using it on my iPhone 12 mini. Look at how good that sounds like and how that looks like. I'm surprised by how good the video quality is on the iPhone 12 mini and how well the connection between the microphone and the smartphone is. I think this is actually a microphone designed for smart devices. You can use it with your camera as well, but I mean, like I was just saying, audio quality is just decent. If we compare with something to like Saramonic Blink 500, that microphone is gonna be better audio for sure. And if we compare to like a proper lavalier microphone, like the one I showed before, the Saramonic UW Mic 9S, that's a monster of a lavalier microphone, but it's so much more expensive, so much bigger. So you need to keep in mind that this is tiny. It will give you pretty decent audio, very good for what I'm doing right now, YouTube videos. As a matter of fact, I'm using my smartphone for this. So I think it sounds pretty decent. One little problem that I found out is that there is a little bit of a delay. It's like a fraction of a second. Some of you might have noticed it, probably when I was doing the range test. And talking about the range test, the range blew me away. It's actually better than the Rode Wireless Go that is so much bigger and so much more expensive, better than the Blink 500, better than the Blink 500 Pro. The range on this thing is surprisingly very good. I don't even understand how did that happen. The range is actually better than some of the much more expensive and much bigger mini lavalier systems out there. So, in conclusion, highly recommend this one. It's a small, practical, for anybody on the go. This is a must-have, and like I say, audio is decent. I wouldn't mind too much that little bit of a lag, that fraction of a second delay, because I mean you can hear me properly, and that's okay. You know, not many people will like pick up on that little bit of a delay. So if you want to buy this microphone, as usually, links in the description down below. This is Gaby from Ray Studios, and I'll catch you up on the next video.